We're making picks here. Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns, round 2, red hot. So much smack talk that you can't even wrap your head around it right now. We're talking about a billion other things all week long. We're talking Jamar Chase getting traded, Deontay Johnson getting suspended. It has been an absolutely nuts week for the Pittsburgh Steelers. But we're here. It's Friday afternoon, and we're going to make some picks. Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns, Acrisure Stadium. Supposed to be a good one on the north side. Was talking to Mr. Rooney yesterday. Today. I don't remember. It was one of these
Time
days.
is a flat circle. Yes.
It really is. It really is. I think you're just starstruck whenever you get a good, long conversation with Mr. Rooney. But he told me it's going to be a good one. And when he said it, I said, I don't even need to look at the weather app. I'm wearing shorts. Shout out. All right, week 14, Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns. Let's dive into it. What do we got? What's the spread?
If you dive over to our buddies at DraftKings, they have a 6.5 point spread in favor of the home Pittsburgh Steelers, and over-under of 43.5. So again, not quite the 82 points we saw last week, but a 43.5 over-under and a 6.5 point line in favor of the Steelers.
Yeah. So, okay. So just shout out DraftKings, because last week I actually won. It was pretty awesome. It's been a long time, I feel like, since I've actually won some parlays. Won like 3 in a row. I actually finished the day, started the day with $40 in the account, ended the day with like 160 in the account. It was a beautiful time. And a big part of that was taking the over like 4 times in that game. It was 46, 52, 60, hit them all. I was like, we'll keep riding it if we want to keep riding it. But this week I'm not feeling 85 points. I'm not. No. I'm feeling a higher scoring game than we imagine, but I'm not feeling 85 points. I look at it like this. Jameis Winston's going to throw the ball 40 times. It's going to happen. Chances are in that 40 times, he's going to throw a touchdown or 2. He's probably also going to throw an interception or 2, but he's going to throw a touchdown or 2. I'm saying Pittsburgh Steelers walk away with this one. I mean, I felt that all week. But the trash talk has gotten so hot right now that you got to feel that the Pittsburgh Steelers have the upper hand in this. On top of the Cleveland Browns already playing their Super Bowl and then coming back down to earth against the Denver Broncos and being a team that, well, you don't lose to. The Steelers just lost to once. I'm saying Pittsburgh Steelers 35. Cleveland Browns 21. That's what I'm going with this one. I don't think the Browns get smoked, which, 14 points is definitely a big loss, but I've made crazier predictions this season. But I think the Pittsburgh Steelers go off, and I think that the defense holds this to a place where it's a large enough margin of victory to say the Pittsburgh Steelers won convincingly without it being, oh my gosh, the Browns are dead, because I don't think the Browns are dead. I mean, they are dead, but not in this one, and they'll score some points. I'm going 35-24. Football season is on fire right now, and the Pittsburgh Steelers, well, they're looking pretty good, and I don't think there's anything that brings more excitement right now than thinking about going to the game. And right now, Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets to see your favorite teams play even easier. Game Time Picks features out all the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets. Obviously, Pittsburgh Steelers, Cleveland Browns, round 2 is red hot, but you could go to Christmas Day, Philadelphia, if you're really feeling feisty, in Cincinnati and Baltimore, both on the radar and the upcoming schedule for the Pittsburgh Steelers. Let me tell you why Game Time is incredible. They have a couple of things. First, the Game Time Picks, which curates to make it easier to save more on sports, concerts, comedy, theater, etc., all in pricing, which shows you the total upfront with no surprise fees at checkout. Seat views, to get a panoramic view from your seat in the app before you ever buy. The lowest price guaranteed, or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. And Game Time ticket coverage, which means your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. Take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account, and use code ALLSTEELERS for $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Again, create an account and redeem code ALLSTEELERS for $20 off. Download Game Time today. What time is it? Game time. I'll toss this one out here too. Shout out Marlon Lewis. George Pickens, 8 catches, 180 yards, and 2 touchdowns. I don't know the yards. I don't know the catches. I'm going George Pickens, 2 touchdowns. George Pickens, 2 in this game. One of them on Greg Newsome. And it could get real bad after that one, but one of them on Greg Newsome. I'm going 35-21 Cleveland or Pittsburgh Steelers.
You know, I'm with you on a lot of these things. The one thing I'm not with you on is how many points that you're putting on the board for both teams in this. The Pittsburgh Steelers defense at home, very, very good. Very, very good. So good, in fact, that they're only allowing 15.8 points per game at home this season. And because of that, I'm going to say the Browns don't even reach that. I have the Pittsburgh Steelers putting up 27, not 30, but 27 against the Browns defense. And I have the Steelers defense holding Cleveland and Jameis Winston in a little bit of a revenge spot because they were taken up and down the field during that snow globe game. I think in a little bit of a revenge spot, they hold them to 13 points, closing this out at 27-13, covering the spread. And I believe that would be 40 points, hitting the under on this one as well.
Okay. You're one of the, nobody likes rooting for the under. Nobody likes rooting for
I don't like rooting for the under. It just so happened to be there. I wasn't playing it, but it just so happens to be there.
You got to make the pick and then you go with the rest of it. I agree. I like that one. I think it could happen. You're not saying, so you're saying 1 touchdown in this one for Cleveland, huh?
I'm saying 1 touchdown for Cleveland. I think the Steelers defense, especially with Alex Highsmith back, Joey Porter kind of on the bad side of 2 back-to-back performances, I think the Steelers defense is in for a big one on Sunday.
Let me ask this. What's your over-under on sacks?
Ooh, for the Steelers or for the Browns?
No, Steelers.
I'll give you over-under 3.5.
I'm going over. What would be your prediction?
My prediction would be the over on that one. I think Alex Highsmith, I agree with you, takes 2. I think TJ is going to get to the quarterback, and it might be more than once. And then somebody on that interior offensive or defensive line, Cam might get one. Keanu might get a big one because this feels like a Keanu type game. Got a little bit of shine on Hard Knocks. Maybe this is the kind of the follow-up to that. So
true.
I'm thinking it's a big day for the Steelers defensive front, especially because they didn't have a great day against the Browns 2 weeks ago, and that Browns offensive line allows a lot of sacks, especially with Jameis Winston behind him. I don't think he's going to have the elusiveness that he did a couple weeks ago, and I think the Steelers get home a lot in this one.
Yeah, would love to see it. Would love to see it. And people are going to be bitching hard on Wednesday morning when Tuesday comes around and everybody's like, they're just showing the Steelers once again, nothing but the Steelers, as if they're not playing AFC North teams constantly and everybody else is doing absolutely nothing. You're either losing or you're not playing. Quite frankly, you need to put the winning team in there. I like your score prediction. We'll see what happens. I got 35-21. Nick's got 27-13. Both of them big wins for the Pittsburgh Steelers.